How's it going, people of YouTube? One of those Honda kids here today, and today I'm going to be doing something quite a little bit different than what we normally post on YouTube as far as video footage, content, whatever you want to call it. I know I'm not the only one that watches Donut Media every now and then, and I know I'm not the only one that's sick and tired of them posting content that is incorrect or just wrong completely. And so, in an effort to hold Donut Media a little bit more accountable for what they post in their Everything You Need to Know series and just series about cars in general, I'm going to be ripping into some of their videos. Well, today's video, I'm going to be ripping into one video of theirs specifically. We'll get to that later. But I'm going to be ripping into their videos in a series that I'm going to be posting here on YouTube to just tear apart their content and see what they've gotten wrong in all the videos that they've posted. I have a few reasons for doing this. One of which is they're a fairly big company. They're a fairly big YouTube channel. They have staff on hand. I know that because they have more than one people hosting their videos, and I'm sure they have editors and people like that. So they should be able to pay for a fact checker or someone that goes through their videos and make sure that they're not posting crap for content that's not true, which is what they do a lot of the time. Well, not a lot of the time, but they do have misinformation in a lot of their videos. Moving into number two is they need to be held accountable for the content that they post. They shouldn't be able to get away with misinforming their viewers and just have no backsplash from it. I haven't seen any other people except for Alexi from Noriaro complaining about their misinformation. And there's a lot of people who don't know a whole lot about cars that watch those videos, and they watch that content and think that that's right, and then they go and spread misinformation more. So in an effort to stop this from happening, I'm gonna be starting a video series doing this. And moving on, I feel like that's reason enough. The video we're gonna be biting into today is Toyota AE86. You know the name, but do you know the car? Well, they don't know the car very well, apparently. So without further ado, let's get into this. So, first of all, in that video, he starts talking about the AE86, and he brings up Initial D in the video. And the first thing that they got wrong in this video is he mispronounces Takumi Fujiwara's name. I know this is a very, very small thing, but they can't get small things wrong. Like, if you can't get small things right, what makes you think you're going to get big things right? The next thing that they got wrong is the host of this episode mispronounces Trueno. He calls it the Truno or I can't remember what he says. And then he goes on to say 3 or 4 different pronunciations of Trueno. And Trueno is the right way to say it. Levin is the right way to say Levin. And they got this little fact right, which is Trueno is thunder and Levin is lightning. I believe. I can't remember if it's flip-flopped, but they got that little fact right. But he mispronounces it like 3 or 4 times. And after this, he starts talking about, in the car that they used in their video, they had a 20-valve black top. Or no, it was a silver top, but it was painted black. And that's a completely different engine than came in their original AE86 GT Apex. The original engine was a 4AGE 16 valve, but the engine that was in this car was a 4AGE 20 valve engine, and he goes on to talk about the VVTi system in that engine, and he explains it completely wrong.
The engine is also equipped with Toyota's variable valve timing system, basically VTEC.
What he explained was the VTEC system in Hondas. He talks about, he says, first of all, it's like VTEC. Hydraulics actuate different cam lobes, which make it get more air, and that's not at all how the VTEC or the VVTi system works. The variable valve timing with intelligence system works with hydraulic cams that turn and retard or advance timing on the intake valves. I think, well, actually it depends on the engine. Some Toyota engines have VVTi on intake and exhaust. Some only have them on intake, but in the 20 valve silver top, it's only on the intake, I believe. I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me on that one. But that's how the VVTi system works on a Toyota. It's retardation or advancement of timing through the cam gear. It has nothing to do with the lobes of the camshaft. So yeah, that was a major mistake on their part. And the original engine that came in the 86, I forget to mention this completely, the original engine that came in the AE86, the 16 valve 4AGE, didn't even have VVTi. That was before VVTi's time. It had a T-Viz system, I believe it's called, which works off of intake runners, and they have butterfly valves in the intake runners, and it was double intake runners. So for the 4-cylinder engine, it had 8 intake runners, and half of them were closed off in low RPMs. And when it got to higher RPMs, the butterfly valves would open up, allowing more air. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's a completely different topic. And it just goes to show they get things wrong on these shows, and they need to be held accountable for it. Anyway, they go on to talk about Drift King Kaiichi Tsuchiya, because he was a big part of the AE86's popularity. And they talk about how he invented drifting.
Tsuchiya-san was a race car driver in Japan who basically invented drifting. He
didn't invent drifting. That was another race car driver in Japan. And I mean, who knows who really invented drifting, but drifting was popularized by Kaiichi Tsuchiya when he was driving for GT races in Japan. He also goes on to talk about Kaiichi Tsuchiya's movie Plus B and mispronounces that too. He says like plus C, plus B, plus, I don't know what he said. But that's another small detail. I'm nitpicking a little bit. There wasn't too much wrong in this. They got a lot of facts right, but they really just missed a few really key things, like the VVTi system and stuff like that are pretty big things that you shouldn't be getting wrong if you have fact checkers and stuff like that. And this is supposed to be a professional channel, quote unquote, and they have a big budget, so they should be able to pay fact checkers to go through their videos and make sure they have proper information being put out there. So they should spend a little bit more of their budget on that and a little bit less on animations and flashy things that they put into their videos and whatnot. This is just what I noticed about these videos that are wrong. If you noticed anything else, let me know in the comments, and that would be great. If you noticed anything I got wrong, let me know in the comments and I'll try to fix it. I'm willing to take constructive criticism. Let me know how I could make this video better. If you liked the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. I know everyone does this, but YouTube analytics, man. Dog eat dog world out there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, however long it was. I appreciate it. And depending on how this video does, you might need to see another one of me tearing into a different video of theirs and talk about what they got wrong in that video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.